was good.
SOPA and PIPA were defeated in the U.S. Congress because activists around the country saw what was actually being negotiated.
TPP threatens to become a regime of binding global governance. It's only gotten this far because it's been secret, and people in the other countries don't want it either.
Charles David Koch will bear a personal fortune of over $21 billion, provided dozens of supposedly independent think tanks launch coordinated attacks. Real climate scientists. They fund business groups, women's groups, college group, seniors group, and even church groups. The denial machine.
The infiltration of the Canada Revenue Agency by organized crime.
The Montreal mob boss was in jail, and Canada Revenue Agency had a lien on his home for more than $1.5 million in unpaid taxes. Somehow he received a tax refund of nearly $400,000. An auditor with CRA found out about the check and got it back. That auditor, now retired Jean-Pierre Paquette, said he's concerned the mafia may have found its way inside CRA. CRA said privacy rules prevented it from talking about the check and that it was irresponsible to suggest there was anything inappropriate in CRA's dealings with Rizzuto. A reorganization of resources within CRA means the Special Enforcement Unit, which discovered that check, has since been shut down. 6 former employees of CRA's Montreal office are already facing criminal charges from an earlier investigation.
Documents leaked suggest Canada has been spying on Brazil's energy and mining industries.
I cannot comment on national security operations.
We as Canadians give this agency $400 million a year to spy. The 2 rules of the game are basically don't spy on your own citizens and don't get caught.
Canada's intelligence agency is monitoring foreign phone and internet traffic.
How closely do the NSA and CSEC work together?
They share personnel, they share computer programs, they share computer systems and technology, they share information.
It's called metadata. It is Canada's secret surveillance program, allowing the government to obtain telephone records and internet data. Peter MacKay says Canada's program is used to monitor foreign threats. Then reports saying the program does include Canadians.
This program is very much directed activities outside the country, foreign threats, in fact. And Mr. Speaker, there is rigorous oversight. There is legislation in place.
Under the Anti-Terrorism Act, the Department of National Defense can listen to or monitor online communications.
Email messages, photos, stored documents, videos, online chats, phone records, Google, Microsoft.
And they want to do everything that they can to make sure that there are no more Bradley Mannings and no more Edward Snowdens. So while they may not be assassinating them with cruise missiles, they're going to try to destroy their lives and make examples out of them so others don't follow their lead.
Massive Canadian mining projects are developed without proper consultation, displacing people sometimes amidst an ongoing armed conflict. The wealth being accumulated in Canada is coming directly from the violation of rights of Colombia's Indigenous.
They stripped out environmental protection from Fisheries Act. They didn't just tweak the Environmental Assessment Act, they repealed it. You have to remember they actually repealed the entire act. So they're going after each piece of environmental regulation we have. This is one of the last ones we have, and they're gutting it as well.
Now they're describing navigable waters as only being some.
On Monday, the Premier of the Northwest Territories stated his government wasn't consulted before the Transport Minister removed the protections from most of the waterways in the north.
There's been a lot of damage done to our communities, to our families, to our peoples in many different ways. But we need to wipe that clean. We need to heal from that now because it's time for us to reach into our true selves. Reach into those ancestors that run in the blood of our veins, in the cells of our bodies, because we are all related to each other and to them. These trees, the water, the land, every part of the beings are depending on us because we have the ability to stop these machines, to stop that monster that's trying to lay its way across the tracks of our Mother Earth. All the young people started rising up all over in many places, starting in the north. Canada, and Theresa Spence went on her hunger strike and said, no more of this. We've had enough.
I feel like that there are people from all different walks of life that are coming together to say that this isn't right and that we have a voice and that we need to come together as all human beings
We're wrecking the planet. We're doing it at a very fast pace. We're going to have to stop wrecking it, and that means huge changes. Too late for more offshore drilling, too late for more projects in the oil sands, too late for more huge, noisy windmill farms, all of this stuff. We have to get onto the real technology that is going to make it possible to do this job and do it correctly and do it quickly. The President of the United States doesn't even know what's going on out there. And if he wanted to know, they would just say, Mr. President, you don't have clearance for that project. The United States forces, in cooperation with the extraterrestrials, had developed both zero-point energy and cold fusion. They want us to save our planet. They would give it to us if the United States Air Force would stop shooting at them. Or they would give it to us if we treat them like friendly neighbors and collaborators in the cosmos instead of as enemies that they were originally designated. Then there's no doubt that we could change the system in 10 years, which is about what we have to do if we change the banking system too. So we've got the money in order to be able to do it.
Mr. Hellyer served as the Minister of National Defense for Canada. Paul has been outspoken on the U.S. government's withholding of UFO information.
I'm not a ufologist, and I don't claim to be. Right. So in my book, Light at the End of the Tunnel, I only have one chapter on ufology. Okay. It's titled We Are Not Alone in the Cosmos. And I put it in there largely as a primer for the whole world of skeptics.
Right.
My specialty is really finance, international banking. So that is my number one interest. And I say that it's the most urgent problem in the world at the moment, but the most important is the environment. Right. We're wrecking the planet. We're doing it at a very fast pace, and we're going to have to stop wrecking it, and that means huge changes.
November 2nd, March Against Corruption. Ottawa Division, be there.